Hail and well met, my fellow Hearthstone players, and welcome to Hearthcoach, the podcast that can help you be legendary. I'm your host, Dan, and this is the other host, Fred.
Hello, everybody.
He is a player of Legend Ranked, and I have convinced him to coach me, record it in podcast form, and put it out there so as to hopefully help some more of you make it to Legend also. Okay, here we are, back to our normal recording time. I actually feel awake and mostly alert.
Mostly? No,
Mostly, yeah, at
completely.
least mostly.
You're gonna be
I mean,
fine.
it's Sunday. I hope not to get too alert on my my last official day off for about a month. So
Oof. That's
yeah,
right. We're gonna have to change the schedule again.
yeah, we've
Well,
been we've been working that out on the pre-show, but fear not, everybody. We will be getting the shows done. Uh, I'm going to be a tired mother scratcher at the end of these 3 weeks, but I can sure use the money, so that overtime's going to look nice. Nice on the check. So,
absolutely. It's hard work, but at least you
yeah.
get something.
And if anybody, I like to say, anybody that doesn't think we just need to ban plastic and just at least single use plastic and just do away with it, come work one football game with me.
Ugh.
And you will be convinced otherwise.
That
So
just, ugh,
I
the thought
know
of it.
it's
Just,
I can't think about it too much because it bums me out, especially knowing that most of this stuff just ends up in the landfill now because we have no way to recycle anything. Well, plastic, glasses, and metals. This will be our sciencey part of the podcast. So I really didn't have anything else. Just for the record, glass and metals are easy to recycle. You could just melt them down and use them over.
mm-hmm.
Plastics are another story altogether. Not all plastics are created equal, and only certain plastics are even recyclable at all. And even then, it's a process. You don't just melt the plastic down and use it over again. So that's why plastics don't get recycled. We all feel a little better throwing those bottles into the bin, but
Doesn't do anything.
right now it doesn't because China doesn't take the plastics anymore, which is that was our recycle policy was just to ship it all to China.
Yeah.
And
But there's no way to deal with anyway.
they've already like buried portions of their country in mountains of plastic from us, and they're like, okay, yeah, no, 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 yeah, that's enough of that.
What's the solution? You know? It's like,
The only solution is to do away with plastic.
but like, if you had to go
Uh,
some
single,
cleanup,
well,
like actual
single,
project to
single
deal
use
with all that.
to deal with all the plastic
Yeah. Is
that's
there
in
a way?
existence.
Mm-hmm.
There's other than to gather it up and put it in one spot so it's not killing off all the wildlife. That's it, really.
There's no way to deal with it at
Nope,
all.
that's the
Wow.
thing. It doesn't really biodegrade down into like organic um, molecules of any sort. Even when it breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces, it's still plastic. And the other ingredients, that's all man-made chemical stuff. So it's not like it gets reabsorbed back into the environment in some kind of useful natural way. It just piles up.
Hmm. Not
So yeah, well, we're slowly but surely burying ourselves in plastic. So I don't know. Uh, uh, do do the STEM education, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
yep.
That's the word these days. So yeah, hopefully some brilliant young person will. we'll figure some kind of process out that, you know, will, I don't know, be able to deal with the plastic problem some kind of way. Because, yeah, we're going to have to, otherwise, we're just going to end up buried in it. And one day people are going to look around and go, where did all this come from?
Bro, we
Huh.
we been doing this for a while.
Yeah, yeah,
This is what happens.
but
Yeah,
it was
thank you very
just,
much.
it was just a little hill. It's a
Right?
mountain now. Yeah,
Hmm?
no, it's just gonna keep getting bigger. It does plastic doesn't biodegrade. It just sits there for
Ugh, I don't want to. I
oh
could only imagine the feeling
yep. So
in those
well we need to
rainy.
start doing like, Canada's I mean Canada the population of Canada is smaller than California. Okay, so even though it's an entire country, I think LA area is a bigger population than all of Canada. I think Canada's like 20 million ish or something in there. That's what lives in LA. They've
Hmm.
anyway, they've switched. They're banning single use plastic, which will be the needs to be the first step is all the single use throwaway plastic we just need to stop and suck it up and use reusable things and wash them and do what we got to do to
It's like going back in time, like back in the
little
olden times. There
little
was
bit
some wisdom to it. Yep.
a little bit until we figure out what to do with the plastic. But we can figure out other ways to. And there
It's
are
a.
there are some biodegradable type plastics. They're not super good, and they're of course more expensive to make. But yeah, uh, basically that's the first step. Is to just do away with single-use plastics and use reusable stuff, and that's the first step that would help. But yeah, until then, I don't even know how I got off on the whole plastic tangent.
Well, I know it's because of your work. Must be.
Oh
Like
right,
you
I was
saw
talking about
something
working
that just.
overtime. Yeah, yeah, it's a little can be a little depressing, but luckily and I think I mentioned this last time. I I'm on the box crew on Saturdays, so I work a more humane schedule. It's a more set thing, so that'll be nice. I just work a normal 7 to 3:30 on game days, just putting out boxes and not having to pick up any trash. Sundays, unfortunately, still gotta help with the garbage, but
And that's where you see all that stuff. Ugh.
oh, oh yeah, well, I'll watch it. Anyway,
Yeah,
moving on from all of that,
that's the science portion.
I just kind of wanted to try and end on a little bit more of a positive note. At least there's one day a week I don't have to worry about it, and I just put
Hmm.
out boxes. So
Yeah, yeah. So that's your science I guess
yeah,
you don't have
yeah,
any space stuff this week.
yeah, nothing all that super interesting. Uh, I think it's neat. It's going to be interesting to see how the whole Starlink internet thing works out.
This
Uh,
is the Elon Musk thing
yeah, because they have next year a minimum of like two rockets a month are going to be launching Starlink satellites.
for
Is
that. Okay.
just for that. Two, and along with other things, they've SpaceX is now caught up and are waiting on payloads. So they're like ahead of the game now, which is one of those things that people like poo-pooed and said, "Oh, they'll never be able to build rockets fast enough and keep up with Anyway, so now they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
we're
like
we're
your
all set.
I
Yeah.
like your naysayer voice
Uh,
impressions. The guy that's just the naysayer.
I
Brr.
the the people I hear bag on them, that's just how they sound to me. There's plenty of good, valuable arguments to be made on things. But when people just come across as freaking whining because Elon's getting it done, and he's public about it. He likes his Twitter,
Yeah.
and people he engages with a lot of people. But anyway, moving on to some Hearthstone.
Yep. How's it?
Yeah,
How's the week treating you?
it's a shorter week because it's only been what we recorded Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is the fourth day.
Yep.
Uh, so I haven't had a ton of time to play, but it's kind of second verse, same as the first. It's been playing the Quest Shaman, bouncing around 4 or 5. I haven't been bouncing off of the 5 floor, so I guess I consider that an improvement to not
It's a bit
just
of a.
not just sit there and see the old you can't lose stars at this rank. How's your head?
Ooh.
I didn't know they had that message in the game, but it's
the
weird when I see
morale,
it.
the morale booster at a
Yeah,
minimum. That at
yeah.
least you don't.
I'm not seeing that message. I'm seeing 4.
Where were
Then
we when we
we went
got
up
to
to
a good
4.
spot?
We broke 4,
Yeah.
and then think I'm like 4 stars right now, something like that. Yep,
Gotcha.
rank 5, 4 stars. I recorded most of the games. I missed one. Yeah, I've won a couple, the last couple or so. Yeah, that's right. The last game I lost to uh, a quest druid, but I did get to take down one of those annoying uh, those paladin decks. They're the singleton deck that tries to get to what's it um Vershala and do 25 damage to your face.
Frivala.
Shrivala.
Frivala, I think. Blech.
Yeah, that's
Yuck.
annoying as heck to just have a game just drug out that long. But anyway, I beat one, so that felt good. Took a little bit, but uh, I won one, so that was satisfying.
Always feels good to beat that kind of stuff. Where they just have enough to keep re-upping. It
Yeah,
just never ends.
I guess they didn't get the can't take damage this turn card.
Oh, timeout. Yeah.
Timeout. They didn't play any timeouts. So I'm guessing
Oh,
they got
that
screwed
did a
on
mint.
that. Yeah, and they didn't get any timeouts cuz that's the one that saves them.
It's their ice block or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. So uh that's been the Hearthstone. Uh, no kiddo updates unfortunately. I really wish I knew something more. The waiting's getting a bit challenging. There's nothing I can do about it other than just take satisfaction in the fact that I've done everything I can do and had to do, and it's all out of my hands at the moment. So that's
Yeah.
just a wait and see thing for now. Don't know what's going on up there. Probably need to make some phone calls and see if we can wrangle up some info. But our paperwork got passed along a while ago, so I don't know what the holdup is.
What's going on? Yeah. Come
Yeah,
on.
if it's a deliberate holdup or if it's just that slow. But yeah, that's it around here. Just nothing wrong with things being kind of what I like to call incredibly average. Nothing crazy has happened. So, how's your week been going, my friend?
Well, it's it was the short week. Yeah. So like I said, it was. I got to rank 3 full stars with ease. I feel like with ease.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were talking about this in the pre-show, where I start my conspiracy theories around those levels, where
Yes,
you
we're
have
wearing our
either a win
tinfoil hats
streak.
today.
Hmm?
We're
Yeah,
wearing
where
our
you
tinfoil hats today. If we had cameras on, we'd look pretty goofy. So
yeah, you got a win streak going, or you got close to breaking to the next rank, and all of a sudden you start getting all the bad matchups, and so there's a matchmaking aspect. I remember this uh, happening. It's like okay, and then there's mirror matches where they get the answers and you don't. They're objectively playing inefficiently, but it doesn't matter. It's like I would win if X, but X never happens. Like the game, I got all the taunt lackeys that do nothing against warrior instead of the spell one, which is the one you need. Uh,
yeah.
it's like how can the whole game go? I mean, I made mistakes too, but and then the one that really pushes over the edge with the conspiracy theory
Mm,
is I'm playing against a hunter. He's again just going face, which is what a lot of this stuff is. I have the answer to kill whatever it was on the board, and the iPad disconnected. And I was telling Dan I had just upgraded my internet last week, and I haven't seen a disconnect from Hearthstone in months, good internet or not. So I tried to relog in from my PC, and by the time I had taken another like 12 damage, and then you know, it was enough. It was a Highlander deck too that's going turn one, two, three, answer, answer, answer. But I had answers. I think I was gonna turn it around until that disconnect happened. And I'm like, you know what? This is being watched. And then immediately I made it all the way down to 3 0 stars. And now all of a sudden I get a matchup that I can win. I get all my cards. I'm like, okay, there is definitely something behind the scenes working. After losing 5 in a row, I get an easy one. How can that be? No disconnects. Everything's working fine. I'm like, okay. So anyway, that's my conspiracy theory of the week. It reminds me when I was trying month after month, I would see that happen, and it's like very weird. I think half of it is the matchmaking, and then your tilt mechanisms start kicking in, and you feel like everything is going uh, incorrectly.
I,
But the disconnect, I don't know what to say there. That
I
one,
I think you just named our next podcast, friend. Conspiracy theory of the week.
oh man, I could, yeah. But still, I feel like this shaman. I played a zoo game somewhere in there for a quest, and it still feels pretty good. But shaman, especially, zoo has some of this too. The glackies, all that, and the hero power. There's so many options that it gives you that I've been enjoying that aspect of it, where it's kind of cool to plan ahead or what's my game plan and how you change it and all that stuff based on these cards that generate cards out of nowhere. So anyway, that has I'm still enjoying the game actually. I
Good,
think
good.
this expansion has been a hit. I feel like I know you have that kind of deck that's disheartening like Paladin, but
Mm,
I've told my wife, yeah, I'm enjoying Hearthstone. It was kind of like a dreaded thing,
yeah.
to be
No, it
honest.
it we poke and have fun and whatnot, but overall, I do believe this is one of the better metas that
Yeah, I
we've
think
had.
they hit a good one here, and they
There's
changed the
there's
form.
lots of options and this and that.
Yes, see, if they're going for that variety, there's definitely that. But I feel there's enough to go around, and the Grandmaster seem to be going better now that they got rid of Specialist, because that was another thing
Yeah, this
that
new
was.
format seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, the one with the protect and the ban and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I think we're going in the right direction. I hope they. The only thing it needs, or the one thing it needs, is more reason to come in beyond the ladder, right? To play. some kind of rewards or something you're working towards, so that there's some progression for people like us that have been playing for 5 years. So not aggressive, like you have to check in every 2 hours, but some way that there's either an adventure or some kind of join, like a rating. I don't know what you can call it. How would you implement that?
Yeah, I don't know
You
either.
know what I'm talking, like
Yeah,
a team thing.
yeah,
They've done like
yeah.
the balls that a lot of us had to go attack it, but it feels still like very individual. Um. Anyway, I
A co-op,
digress.
co-op kind of a play.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be kind of nice. I
Yeah,
think they tried several different things, but I'm glad with
they've
what
had
they're
stuff
doing.
like that in tavern brawls and whatnot.
Hmm.
So it's not like they don't have the technology to pull off something like that. I don't know about like a regular format, like arena or something. Have a co-op play.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's my soapbox, but it's still enjoying it.
good, good.
We're in the middle of the month. We're at halftime,
Yep.
so I think it's gonna get busy here. We were talking about this over the next couple weeks, but
Yeah.
I'll try to find the time because I'm enjoying
I
playing
know. Me too.
these different decks. So
That's such a nice hanging out at these upper levels. The last couple of months have been nice. Oh, I'll find time to play. I might have to get it on my phone again and see if I can take another shot at trying to play that way. Some in order to try and, especially if I'm doing better, try and maybe get some games in on a lunch or a break or something like that. Seeing how, ooh, I'm going to be working the next, I'm going to be close to a month without a day off. So, uh, well, that's my problem, first world problem. Gee, where am I going to figure out enough time to play Hearthstone?
yeah,
If that's my biggest issue for the month, it's a good month. If
I'm
my
with you
biggest problem is just trying to come up with time to play Hearthstone, yeah, I'll call that good.
definitely.
Um, okay, so
All right. Well,
well,
so we've decided. Oh,
hang on,
sorry. Yeah,
slow down.
that's right.
More
Business.
some official business. Uh, because I'm going to keep doing this. We do have as I mentioned it last time, we had an iTunes review, and I will be reading iTunes reviews. Well, I'll be reading at least one a week from now on for a while because we got a bunch that we never read. And if we get a new one, I will read those too. But anyway, from wow, I'm not even going to try and pronounce his last name here, Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
Dalton S. Because I will butcher that last name. Um, I've been listening to this podcast for about 5 months now, and it has helped me in Hearthstone a lot. Very well thought out decks that work really good in the game. Just listening to Dan and Fred go play by play in matches helps me with my decision making in game. Made it up to rank 5 last season thanks to you guys. Show Priest Deck some love sometime. Haha. And couldn't help but crack up about the Flabidinous flute play. This was, in the last podcast, so this was a couple
Mm-hmm.
of weeks ago now.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I flopped my floop. Um, I make plays like that all the time.
Yes.
So that was,
It was the one where we were like, "You got it," and then the fluke turned into some
I'm
other
not,
thing, and
yeah, I flopped my floop, but I think we still won that match. I think.
we did. I don't
I don't
remember.
remember now. I'd have to go back and look. But I remember that play.
Oh yeah, it happens to everybody at some point. So yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
flew my fluff.
So so
Ugh.
if you flopped your floop sometime, let us know. We'll read that story if you want to send that in a form of an email, or if
Yes.
leave us another one. If you leave us a written review, I will read another one. And next week, if we don't have a new one to read, I'm going to pick an old one, and read one of those. So
Excellent. That's
that's
again the thing that helps the most when it comes to iTunes visibility is
yes,
these reviews. So appreciate it a lot because it
yes,
helps us be found, like
yeah.
new listeners
Helps
like you.
keep us up there in the rankings. Because man, there's a lot of Hearthstone podcasts.
Still?
Holy cow! I know every once in a while, like I had to get a new phone recently, and when I was resetting up my Podcast Republic app, I pulled up Hearthstone, just typed it in to pull up the podcast, and I mean, I didn't count, but I mean, it scrolled for a while with just Hearthstone podcasts, and I was like, wow, there's a lot.
How many?
I mean, luckily we still rank up towards the top, probably just a lot to do with longevity and consistency. So that I'm sure helps a lot because we've been we've been out there a while, and
Been around forever,
I
yes.
still crack up that when first started this, I was like, well, there's already 6 other podcasts. Boy, yeah, I'm gonna try this because it's unique and nobody else is doing this, and still,
Are you
well,
sure, man? It's
yeah,
too many people.
I know now there's all these, and uh, Blister Guy does something similar to what we do. I've listened to him on a regular basis, but I don't. I mean, as far as I know, nobody else is trying to really do this. But hey, uh, I am kind of surprised, but it's all good. So please, in other words, thanks for the iTunes reviews. Please keep them coming because they help with all this because there are a lot of other Hearthstone podcasts out there.
Definitely. Very good. Well,
Uh,
thank you very
yes,
much.
and that is it for official business. So moving on, my friend, we want to
Yeah, so
we're
we're
just
gonna redo, not redo, but continue our journey of the shaman to see if we can kind of perfect
kind of
our play with it.
refine my play some.
Yep.
I've
Learn
been
some of the.
I seem to be this one feels the best so far. I'm probably going to be sticking with it.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, at least for now. I haven't. So I'm on rank 4 stars, so it hasn't been. Haven't totally sucked out
Yeah,
and
so
whatnot.
maybe instead this is the time where we would talk about the cards, but we have you can listen to last week for a full breakdown.
Yep.
Have you maybe we can talk quickly about if you played this, have you learned anything like some kind of new play that maybe you hadn't thought about before? And one
Yeah.
thing I would say is, and this happened in the last game, and I forget sometimes, because I played like a control deck, so I am board focused, trying to clean everything. And I forget that if they're low enough and you have the lackey that does two and the weaponized wasp and the life drinker, that's like a burst combo that can just kill them from the hand.
Mhm.
And I tend to forget that that is a thing. So that's my like tip of the day
Okay.
is
I
don't forget that sure the board matters, but you can finish him off. That's let me think. It's a
that you could do 10.
six,
That's 10 damage.
10, and then if you have the life drink it could be 16 out of the hand. Uh, right? So it's it
Mhm.
enough? Let me see. Four, three, 8, and 2, 10. Yeah, so Lackey, Weaponized, and Life Drinker, and the Hero Power is 16 for 10 mana. So, sometimes they're
That's unstoppable too.
unstoppable. Yeah, there's nothing they can do.
I have yet to find usage for barista lynching.
Okay. So Lynching,
So
that's
I mean, every time it's in my hand, there's like uh, there's hardly ever. It's hard to keep
Anything.
minions on the board
Hmm.
in
Yeah, that is
in this
for
meta.
those.
You have to
That is for
really.
those druids and those warrior mirror, not mirrors, but those long matches that you're planning turns and turns ahead. That's what that
Yeah.
helps with. I had I played one earlier today where maybe it was priest or something. No, it was another shaman. They just didn't have anything, and they were playing incorrectly. This is the 3-0 game, which was a gimme in my opinion. The I played it on 5 and I got like 4 things back into my hand, and this is enough to carry you through the game. So, yeah, but it's a flex spot. You could put what's the name? Another champion
Yeah. Yeah.
if you think that's more useful, but
We won't
for
worry about that
tempo.
today because this is the
Yeah, I
whatnot.
like it
But
because it gives you a flexibility for
well, I also have a golden one, so
Barista Lynchen.
yeah.
It gives you flexibility.
She's waving a mug at you. There you
Yeah.
go.
Enjoy this. Yeah. Okay, well,
Shall we
uh,
then?
let's go for it. I think that's enough discussion.
All right,
And
I'm on the right deck. Let's push you the button. Maybe we can get back to 4 again this week.
let me see if I can spec you.
All right, we're playing a warrior.
Oh God,
I
that's
think
this will be a one match
I'm
show.
on the coin. Like, yeah.
It's over. Takes
Well,
for
we'll try. And this isn't a decent hand. We got Sludge Slurper, Mind Control Tech, Evil Cable Rat, and of course the Quest. I'm gonna throw back the Mind Control Tech. We'll keep the Cable Rat and the Sludge Slurper.
yes. If there's a thing warriors do is play around mind control tech. Plus, it doesn't matter that much in these cases. So, this is
That's a
Town
card I
Crier,
might
right?
go to one of.
Yeah, with Town Crier and Ethereum Rover, it's a problem, these warriors, because they get better curves than we do. And they get that
Yeah.
mummy, that mummy's really powerful.
So we drew another Evil Cable Rat. So we're just going to play
Yeah, the
Corrupt.
warrior played an Ethereum Rover in turn 1, which is why I'm lamenting that they have a good curve.
Uh,
So he's giving us the greetings.
yeah. Hi. Look at
Temple
that.
Berserker. 1 and 2. This is a face deck. I have faced this, uh, actually.
Yeah, this is the Warrior Tempo deck.
The face, mindless face. So we need to survive somehow. That's the plan here, but there's not much here for my survivability.
Yeah, I guess play the Sludge Slurper, see if we get a useful Lackey. Or do we just go Evil Cable Rat
The
for
only
now?
one be the +1 rush, but that's the good one. But
Hmm.
I would go
Cable
the
Rat?
yeah.
Because we got a weaponized Wasp. So we could. Uh, we got a Witchy Lackey with a Lackey and a Wasp. That's some little direct damage. Ugh.
Yeah, this is Frothing Berserker. Yeah,
This is
I
not
faced.
looking well. Well, at least it won't take forever.
Yeah,
He's got the
he's
perfect
got
curve
one, two,
going.
three so far. Yep. Evil Totem. The Witchy doesn't. Let's see
Witchy
here.
doesn't help. Do we play
Yeah, I would
evil totem sludge slurper?
just start
Well,
the Slurper.
start with slurper. Okay. Oh, well, shoot. We got
What?
the
Not
two
yet. Yeah,
damage.
I would play the Totem just for.
Yeah, you got another lackey. I don't know. We're fixing to take a butt ton of damage here,
Yeah,
probably.
eating.
We get a faceless off of the totem. Hmm. Or
He's
your
thinking
friend's
how to do
contemplating how to spend his 4 mana.
28 to our face this turn, but I guess he's
He
realizing maybe
probably
he
can't
can't do
quite
it.
do 28 yet.
Okay, so using Taskmaster to clean up the Slurper, and then the 2 minions to clean up the totem. That's 7 to the face with the. Okay, well we can kill it now, and we have to. So
We
he
can.
went face for 7
How
with the
how do we
frothing
how do we
Berserker.
kill it?
So you play the Cobalt Lackey and do 2,
Oh, we
and
got
then
the coin.
Weaponized Wasp.
That's right. I forgot we had the coin. Right. Okay. 2 damage. Coin. Mechanized wasp. 3 more. At least we
So
get rid of that thing.
yeah, but there's more problems still.
Oh yeah, we're down to 21. We're still 2 off of the quest. Oof. But at least again, it's not going to. This isn't going to be a long game, and we're not out of it.
No, we're fine. Snip snap. He put it on the rover. Okay, he's trading. That's a good sign. It gives us some hope. 'Cause we need time. And he's playing 4 minions, so we could MCT at some point if we get it.
Oh,
So he went face for
sandstorm
2.
elemental
Yeah, not
for
yet.
no
Start with
the cable
the
rat.
rat.
Let's see what we get.
2 damage would be good. There it
Yep.
is.
Oh, so do we?
I think we get rid of this nip snap situation,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Yep.
Let me think. Yeah. Just
So
so you do the 2 damage, it'll spit out the 1/1s, and then you blow up the board. This mummy is still alive, but at least we got rid of a lot, and we
mhm.
completed the quest. If we can get to 7 with the giggling, he's
Mhm.
got not a lot of cards. We may be okay. And the armor here, he's up to 10, but we don't care about that.
Once we get control,
Yeah, then it's over.
because if we can swing it to our over to us,
Got the
we just can't play any overload cards
This
next
guy
turn.
is trading too much. He needs to learn how this works.
Mm.
Face is the place.
Yeah, we
Okay, so
don't have a whole lot though.
he
Bog
traded a
bog
ton,
shirt.
and then he played the Corcoran Elite and hit us in the face. Yeah,
Yeah, but we still might be done for here.
yeah, this could be it.
Hero power
Don't
faceless.
you don't trade anyway? Like, jeez. Yeah, Hero Power Faceless,
See if we get anything useful.
and then the Witchy on whatever.
Something.
Egg.
We get an egg
mm,
and
Stuff.
a spirit of Dragonhawk.
I think we Witchy the egg. Try to make it a 4-drop, like a Senjin Shield Master. Something like that that can save us, or something with rush.
Well, how about charge?
Yeah.
We
Well,
got a
we take
Korkron
down
Elite.
his Corcoran, right?
Yep.
Woof. We're hanging by a thread, but we have the
Mhm.
defense coming
Four,
up, and he
six,
has 2 cards.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He only needs 6 more damage.
7. It's the Leroy, right? Leroy
Yep.
Jenkins. Nope. Temple Berserker. What's in his hand? Did they run Mortal Strike? Maybe that's part of it. He's trading, and then the rest is going face. 4-2. And the 2-2. Okay. Well, and another armor up. He's up to 46 health, but that, again, doesn't matter. We're trying to
Okay.
survive. We will.
So, do we novice engineer?
I
No. I'm kicking. I am playing Giggling Inventor.
mean, we
I don't
would
even
want to
have
read
to
it time.
ask.
We don't have that time.
And
So
then we trade our 1 1 into his 2 1, right? Get rid of that.
there's an argument to be made to do the 4-2, but no.
Mm.
Think we do this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That reduces a minion altogether. One whole attack.
Maybe the egg wasn't the right one because this stupid thing doesn't do anything.
I was
Let's
wondering.
see. He continues to trade. I don't get it. He traded into an Oiltron and then used an inner rage on a minion. It's weird.
8.
You need that to
We
finish the
picked up
game.
a we picked up a
Okay.
weaponized lackey. I would attack with this Annoyotron. I would use the hero power. I would bog slosher it back up and replay it.
Oh, that's a good play. Does it leave room for the novice?
I don't know.
Two. You see, 2, 2, 7. No. So, but I like it. That's a good play.
So hero power,
Well, trade into the 4-1. Let's start there. Hmm, hmm.
right?
Hero power,
Hero power,
box launcher.
bog slosher this thing back up,
Throw it back in the board.
play it again.
Yeah, we're hanging by a thread.
Oh, it
No
comes back with
silence.
it came back with the shield on it too.
Yes, yes, of course.
I
That's a
wasn't
great play,
sure.
Dan, that I did not think about. I was thinking novice to draw because that's normally my instinct, but this is super better. Hey, he pops the shield. Here's the second inner rage, and that clears the Anoyotron. He's got no cards. He's at 50 and a 3-1 on the board. Okay, now we draw some cards.
All right, hero power,
Yeah, novice number one.
novice engineer,
Drinker would be beautiful.
questing, sludge slurper. I guess slurper. See if we get a
Uh,
lackey to
yes, Slurper.
get a couple of lackeys. Ooh, we got the damage lackey.
I'll use the rush one
Rush one.
on the
Okay.
0-3 and just get that out of the
Oh
way.
yeah, that thing's not good for anything.
And I would just throw this 2-3 and just because. Or you could draw again if you want. Draw again. Yeah,
Yeah, let's draw again. Do we want to do 4 damage?
not yet.
Evil
We,
totem. Well, we can't play it, so
nah,
we'll hold.
we may need the 4 damage to clean something up. We're not like about to kill him
I'd
or
like to
anything.
see it get a life drinker because I
We
don't
need
like
a life
being at
drink.
7.
Oh,
Oh, they
well,
concede.
see, I had the same match, but the guy was going face, and this guy traded too much. That's a mistake.
Yeah, when you're playing an aggro deck, you go face and you force your opponent to deal with your minions.
Yeah, I don't know what would have happened, but I think we would have died because we were at 7. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we would have been able to keep enough stuff going to,
Hmm.
or if, maybe we would have planned it better. We could have done something to play because we had the coin. If we didn't overload, we could have coined out um,
Yeah, and
the
the
giggling
right
a
play
turn sooner or something like that. If we thought anyway, this
right play
game.
was definitely the what's his name?
Hey,
The egg thing.
yeah, I'm going to speak up next time. Anyway, this game, we're not going to keep Life Drinker or Mutate. We're going first. We keep Corrupt, of course. We keep the quest.
I have
We get
been
back
keeping
we get back Mind Control Tech and Evil Totem.
I have been keeping mutate. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's right. Hmm.
If I had something to mutate in my hand or something like that, maybe. But I like, we gave them up both, and the second card was the Evil Totem. So I feel like that was the right thing to do. Because
Hmm.
we play the quest and we can play the evil totem next. We're playing against the rogue, so we are luckily this shouldn't be a long game either.
These are typically face decks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feral cat.
It's not quest. I played against a few of those, and there's your mutate for you.
Okay. Well, I don't
So,
want it actually.
well, we're gonna throw out the evil totem. They can
Mm-hmm.
take it out if they want next turn, but we don't really have another play.
That's right.
So we throw it out anyway, though, and they can use
We
up their
do.
resources dealing with this, and we at least get a lackey out of it.
One is good.
Ooh, it's the ethereal lackey, which is not bad. Depending on the situation, I want either the ethereal or the damage one. They're usually the best, in my humble opinion. Okay, as I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, he just hero powered and traded. Okay, then. You may have to do something that goes against your nature. But
Really? You wouldn't ethereal and hero power?
we could do that too.
Okay. Ethereal. Ooh. Rain of
Well,
Toads, Plague of Murlocs. I want to keep the Bloodlust. I don't know how many freaking times I've had a bunch of minions on the board and been, man, I got a feeling Barista might become a Bloodlust. Because there have been so many times where I'm like, I win if I had a Bloodlust.
yeah, having one of those is tough though to draw. But
Well,
okay, well we could go with it. Hey,
I might do that and go down to one Mind Control tech. Put in two Bloodlust. Ooh, we get the uh, taunt,
on totem,
taunt totem.
also known as the Stoneclaw totem. Let's see what our friend does. Coin,
Oh, it's Billy. Hey, Billy.
swing, trade, waggle pick, the red corsair.
Hmm,
That's weird.
we got a pretty
Okay.
good hand going there. Okay, we draw the Sandstorm Elemental. Hmm. Well, I'm open for suggestions. Don't really want a life drinker. It's either we just throw out the mind control tech or we Sandstorm Elemental hero
Mm,
power.
yeah, I think you do life drinker. I know it doesn't
Really?
heal you, but
Okay. Life
just
drinker
use
it
it.
is. Do we hold the just hold our
Yeah,
minion?
just keep him. It sucks. There's nothing good though. Both of them were no value plays,
We're
but I think the cheaper 3/3, we may have a shot here at stealing something. Oh, this is Singleton. Zephyrus.
a
Oh, no.
singleton rogue?
No, it's not. You didn't get the card.
Oh,
Okay. He used Eviscerate on a minion, traded with the Pharaoh on the 1/1, and 3/3 to the face, and then 4 to the. That's an interesting sequence. Okay. Evil
we,
Cable Rat.
yeah, we drew an evil cable rat, so I guess we play that. We get a Titanic Lackey.
I guess it's Hero Power and the Titanic, right?
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna suggest the Rain of Toads, but when we picked. Anyway, I would Titanic
Yeah, I
the.
almost wish I had gotten the Rain of Toads now.
Because Bloodless is optimistic when we're
Yeah.
behind, but we'll see. Maybe it turns out. I would have
We
done it
got
on the
the.
totem, by the way, the buff.
Why is that? They're both 1/1s?
Yeah, but the bug slosher on the cable rat is more valuable than on a totem. If it were
Oh,
to live.
well, I guess if I had a bog slosher in my hand, I probably would have, but
Well, but if it's not always. Oh God,
yeah. Oh, wow.
there's a lot coming in
Why are we going wow?
because our friend
What just
Leroy hits
happened?
the board. All right, so we went
We
face
can.
with like a million things, and played Leroy, and then Waggle picked. Well, Bloodlust would be good, but I don't know how much it does. Hold on, let me see here.
We got Sandstorm Elemental, so we can clear the board.
Yeah, that's where we start.
We're at
Sandstorm.
4 of 6. We got no
It's
way to. Okay.
it's Sandstorm Totem. That's the play.
Sandstorm. Well, trade, right?
Yeah. What went to back to his hand? What did he pick up from the Waggle pick? The Dread
Fair.
Corsair. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Using the wasps here. That's good. And then
The dragon thing.
two totems.
Hero power, evil totem.
Face. So that silly thing about buffing the see the searing totem is still on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you had a box flusher that came into the hand, you could pick that up and maybe but the totem doesn't do anything. There could be a situation where you want to keep the totem. Let's say, for example, you're looking for the ton totem. Well, that gives you a better chance. So it depends, right? It's not all or
Right.
nothing.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he plays the Reborn Mummy, the Dread Corsair, and the Hook Scimitar, which does 4, and we are down to 5. We have this Taunter thing. I think it may be Bloodless time, Dan,
Okay.
because we need to clear this, and I don't see a clean way to do it.
We can bloodlust. It leaves us one. We can
Yeah, so let's see. We're
Titanic
going to use
something.
the spell power on the Dread Corsair, right?
Spell power on the Dread Corsair. Okay. Spell power totem.
Yeah, we use the 3/2 on the
The
one
one
to
two.
Michael Mummy. And what do you think? Sacrifice one of these?
Yeah, we need to. I would. I don't want
The,
to risk it. We're
I
down to
would do
5.
the Titanic. Titanic, fine.
You do what? You
Yeah,
said.
just straight, and then make sure to put the buff on the 5/2 and go face for 9.
Oh, come on.
Maybe
Get
this
out of
is
the
enough.
way. Get out of the way, card.
Swing it in.
Got it. Jeez Louise.
Now he wasted an eviscerate on a minion. I don't know of a card that does 5, but he may have a sap, so we may be dead to some rush and a sap.
There's
Yeah,
the
there's sap. Okay.
sap.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's probably the pirate. Haha. Oh,
Deadly
deadly poison.
poison. Okay.
Well,
Well, that'll do it.
try. Good try.
All right. Next. Well, if we add Rena Toads, do you think that would have made the difference? All
I
those
think
extra
it would have
taunts?
bought us a little bit of time. I don't know. The
Yeah.
blood was
eh,
useful to clear, so
I grabbed it. Dude, I don't can't tell you how many times I played that thing lately, going, "Just give me a bloodlust, give me," and go through like 4 of them and just get bupkis. All right,
yeah.
well we're 1 for 1, but that was close. And yes, I should have picked Rain of Toads, so that could have made the difference. I guess if it's earlier in the game and you're not super sure, go for the more defensive Rain of Toads play.
Against face
If you
deck
have the
especially.
if you have the pick. So
But the
that was the mistake in that game. That might have made the big difference.
I mean we're experimenting too, sort of, so don't go crazy about
Yeah, no, but I'm it just that's a different play we could have made. Now I'm tempted to keep this hand. I'm on the coin. We got Corrupt the Waters into Evil Cable Rat, into
Yeah,
Bog
this is
Slosher
I would keep
possibly,
both.
and we got the Mogu Flesh Shaper.
Mogu's always a keep. I
Yep.
don't care what they say.
So all right. So keep this, right?
Warrior. No
Okay.
question. West Paladin. So the way my understanding is you have to go face and
Yes.
ignore everything they play.
And
Just don't get
we drew a Sandstorm Elemental. Gonna play the quest. So these is the Sandstorm, Mogu, Evil Cable Rat, and the Bog Slosher in my hand.
All right, so he plays the Temple Berserker. One tick on the quest.
We draw a former champ. We're gonna play Evil Cable Rat, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Don't have much else. We get a Titanic Lackey. Oh boy.
Again,
Fortune.
Titanic.
Huh? Yeah,
That
yeah.
lackey. Yeah.
That's that's one you want to see later in the game.
Hmm.
Although, if we'd have coined out the Titanic onto that, we could have. It would have lived, and we could have bog sloshered it back now. What do you think?
Eh,
What do you think if we'd have done that as a play and it was
I don't.
no?
I don't.
You don't like that idea?
Uh, Not sure
It
who would
was
have
just
done that. Yeah.
it was just a
I,
thought. I was like, well, we could have kept it alive,
yeah.
but just talking it out here. We drew an evil totem.
Uh.
3, 4,
Yeah. I think it's
4.
Evil Totem and maybe the Titanic on it, so that it eats this 4 damage. It will die, sadly, but I
What
don't see
about
anything else.
3? Yeah, okay.
Or you could Sandstorm, but yeah,
Yeah.
we could coin the Sandstorm. That's another play, but yeah, this one is okay. Maybe get something good. Hmm.
Faceless. We got
Hmm.
the Mogu Flesh Shaper.
Plays what's the name of that card? It's a good card. Questing Explorer. 2/3, draw a card if you're holding a quest. Okay, he's not playing around anything here.
What was that spell he played?
Christology, and then he put a fourth minion on the board. Okay, so we don't have mutate, do we? No.
No.
Okay,
We've only got
but we
2
do.
ticks. Hmm.
We do start with Sandstorm to start cleaning some of this mess up.
Do we pick it back up? Do we want to? It doesn't matter.
Well, now we're gonna faceless lackey.
Now, is there any reason to coin out and to bog saucer back the sandstorm? That doesn't really help us here, right?
Not right now. It might later, but I want to pay the Mogu, so just
Mm-hmm.
so that we can clean the. So I would hit the one that's not reborn, and then the 2/2 with the Mogu. Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
that's
concur.
because this one health. It's now he has a choice. Which one does he kill? Does he kill the 3/2 or the 2/2? Maybe we get a chance to pick it up. Okay, Bone Wraith. So he killed the 3/2, and now we could pick up back the Sandstorm, which is the play you wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see. Is it worth it now? I mean, this is a 2/5 taunt reborn. We have no way to deal with.
Not right now, and
What's the quest at?
it's 4.
I do like that idea though. Maybe we even play it right now to clear the 3/1. You know?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Return it,
And
coin it back out. It also
and
gives
we
us a
finish the
4/4.
quest. A 4/4 no attack. I would just keep this as is. Yep. Quest is done. We're overloaded, which is a bit of a
If we
bummer. But
if we do one more tick, it'll die. Whatever. Well,
yeah, you can. You can.
right, and
Not
we don't lose our other minion. So
+5, so it's all good. Plays a dude. A micro mummy?
Completes his quest. Ugh. See, this could get difficult now. Oh man, he's gonna make a. It's gonna copy the. Yeah, shoot. Hmm.
Sorry,
This is
got
gotten
distracted
difficult.
there for a second. What did he do? He completed the quest,
And
made a 2/2
copied
of that
his.
taunt.
Yeah.
Mm. We can kill one.
Yeah.
You'll keep making them. We don't have a way to deal with this to get the sandstorm back, right?
No.
So you want to save the champ for
Next
later?
turn.
You want to do it now? No,
I
next turn
almost
you're
need
gonna
to do it next. Huh?
you
Oh
need to
yeah.
make
I think I just need to go ahead and throw it out there just because.
yeah, and let's kill one of these. Yeah, the one that's damaged, so that use the
Yep.
one,
Use the 1/1 on it.
and I would kill this other half too, so that it's done with.
Yeah. Take it down by one anyway.
Yeah, so he cannot copy
One
that.
reborn. Yeah. Can't copy another reborn taunt.
Mm,
You see, now
mechanical.
this is where it gets ugly though.
Yeah, no, we're getting close to the point where we don't care about all that stuff. But then he'll put that 2/4 with divine shield taunt, which is painful.
Yeah, but what did you just play?
Mechanical whelp. So that's the
Uh,
2/2 that has a 7/7 inside.
yeah, but he can just keep copying it because he's gonna copy it next turn.
Doesn't matter until he activates it. He can make as many copies as he wants. The problem is when he can activate it, and that means the uh, 2/4 with taunt or Ziliax. So we need the one lackey that gives a spell to get Hex. But of course,
I would
I
be
haven't seen.
tempted to pop the 2/2 so we can't copy it
Yeah,
and see.
that's not. Oh,
No,
that's a losing proposition. What did he do? Nothing.
nothing.
He roped. Maybe we win via the rope.
Evil
Evil.
table rat.
Maybe we do that instead.
What's that?
Hero power evil cable rat. Let's see what we get.
Alrighty. You get a
Anything good?
witchy. Oh, our opponent left.
Oh, he's gone. Yep. Oh, there you go. That's
Oh,
disappointing.
well. All
I
right.
wanted to see how it turned out. I mean, it was gonna be
Yeah.
nice, but
Okay.
well,
I
that's bad.
not sure why they left.
They were in good shape.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
okay.
but what you have to do there is just ignore all that stuff. You can't get into the game of, oh,
Uh,
I'm gonna clear everything they have because you never win that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just wanted to deny I'm copying that 2/2.
it doesn't matter. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. It's then you'll got some other thing and some other thing, and you'll have copies and copies. I
Okay.
know it sucks, but
Well, I'm at rank 5, 5 stars. So
do you want one more, or
yeah,
you feel okay at this
why
stuff?
not? I'm good.
All right.
We'll go 4 this week. Whoa.
Well,
Extra content.
'cause that guy cheated us out of our game. No, what would have happened?
Yeah, that was going to be interesting to see how that one turned out. Okay, we're against a warlock. We got some variety today.
Oh, Warlock. What have you been seeing?
Oh, I can't think off the top of my head. right now with this hand. I'm throwing back the Giggling Inventor. We're on the coin. It's been a pretty good variety on the ladder. I can't say I've been seeing a whole lot of one thing or the other
Hmm.
offhand.
I
Uh,
keep everything
yep,
here but the giggling
yep. We're
because evil
keeping
totem quest good.
and we're keeping the Mogu Flesh Shaper, Evil
Yep.
Totem, and of course the quest.
That's the cheese card. Oh,
Ah,
giggling is one in.
boy.
Feedback.
So we get the other Giggling Inventor. What are the odds?
Oh wow,
Quest
quest.
Warlock.
Supreme
Okay.
archaeology. That's new.
We get
It's probably like a Reno thing. I guarantee it.
yeah,
Oh, we
yeah,
have
I
a
don't know.
quest too.
We'll see. We get Questing Explorer off the top, so we'll play our quest, and that's it for now. They life tap.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We draw a life drinker. I'm going to play the evil totem.
Yep.
Next turn, we can Questing Explorer and maybe Lackey. We get a Witchy Lackey. Eh, might use it just because.
Blood Mage Thanos, Mortal Coil. I guarantee you it's
Well,
a
lucky
singleton deck.
them.
And he had all that.
Mutate.
Ooh.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, well, play Questing Explorer. We get
Yep.
an evil Cable Rat.
Leave it at that?
Huh?
Leave it at that? Or do you want to
I
coin
would,
something?
mm, because I got the mutate and I want to get this quest done. My gut tells me to Witchy Lackey the questing.
Two, 2, 3, so good.
Okay, we'll leave it.
Yeah, that's the only reason. If it was a 1-1, I would say go for it. But being that it's a 2-3, it's kind of painful to go down. That's the only reason. But
Yeah, we can evil Cable Rat Witchy Lackey next turn.
what was that? Why was it revealed? You see that?
Draw. When you
When
draw
you
this
draw,
card,
restore 4,
so they drew it.
6. Aranasi Broodmother. When you draw this, restore 4 to your hero. A 6 mana 4/6 with taunt. Interesting. So not only it tells you what it is. Okay,
So we drew a
back to
mind
this.
control tech. I'm going to evil Cable Rat.
Mm,
We get a Lackey.
you do witchy if you want.
Witchy on the
The 1/1.
on ooh, we get a oh nice. We get a
That's pretty good.
an Ursatron, a 3/3 out of it.
You trade the blood mage.
And yes, and our 2/3 is going to take out their Blood Mage.
Question is, do you want to take out this 1/1 or just leave it? It would be with the goblin lackey or something, but you can just hang on to it. I
Yeah,
feel
I'm not
like.
too worried about it right now.
All right, we'll keep plugging. This is a weird. What's the reward that he gets?
I think
Oh,
uh
cost 0. Drawing the card costs nothing. Yeah. Okay, Elven Archer. With these weird Solarium, with these weird cards, it's gotta be Singleton. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Oh no, there's another Mortal Coil, so maybe not. He's played 2 of them. Blood Twist. Shuffle and draw. So he's trying to complete the quest, which it sounds like he will do right now.
Yeah. Huh. That
18,
that was
18,
pretty quick.
19,
He com
20.
he completed that quest by turn 5.
Yes, it's the perfect combination.
Wow. Did he like not get the like perfect? He
Mm-hmm.
got his
Everything.
yeah, he got the solarium.
Solarium, 2 mortal coils, one with spell power, the blood
Plot
mage,
twist
no,
isn't even a.
novice engineer. Yeah, whole thing.
Wow. Okay.
I bet you that if I try this deck, I could play 100 games, and that doesn't happen.
Um. Okay. We drew a bog slosher.
Which adds to my conspiracy theory Sunday.
Yeah. This is crazy. Do we Mogu or
Nah, I don't even know. I'm in shock. Um,
I'm just gonna throw out the
kill.
Mogu and go for three. I got nothing else to really do with his
You
hand.
gonna mutate him? You get an 8 drop?
Yep. Got a
Okay.
7/7
Turn into an eight
again.
eight.
Oh, we got Gruul. Nice. Let's see what our friend has for that.
He's gotta have like 10 million forms of removal.
Voodoo
There's
doll.
Voodoo Doll and Elver Archer. That's form number one of 10,000.
And his
Yeah.
hero power is every card he draws now costs for nothing,
Mhm.
right? Hero power, draw a card, it costs 0. Wow. Wow.
He did it by turn 5. I don't think I've ever seen that. Okay. Uh,
Alright. Free.
I guess he could run out of stuff. Maybe that's the way. He only has 11 cards to like 19, so all we need to do is like kind of live. So control the board and keep. Um, yeah. Do you want to throw out a giggling or not? Not yet.
Alright.
Oh no.
Oh,
Uh,
giggling? Oh.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. Coin out a
I don't know.
giggling inventor. Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. Go
I'm
face
trying to
for
take it.
3?
I think so. I don't know. This is so strange. The way to win is
I
in
don't know.
fatigue, but I wonder. I
I'm,
wonder if he has a way to.
I don't know.
Uh, you trade it? Okay.
Yeah, that way he can't pop one of these shields. I don't know.
So strange.
Yeah,
We're a little kind of stunned here. Don't know what to do.
we're at 4 of 6.
Kind of weird. We're like,
I'll
what do
probably
we do? I'm
oh,
not sure.
Doomsayer?
Yeah. There's a weakness. Yeah, it's like a super duper controlled. He must have some one turn kill that we just don't know about. All right, so we could do 1 damage. Uh,
Is there anything we can do by picking a minion back up?
push forward the quest. You want to bring back the giggling? Give out the box lusher? Complete the quest? That's the only thing that comes to mind. Well, not complete the quest, but push it forward. And we get another
Hmm.
giggling?
We have another giggling.
Hmm,
I I guess just sit on this and
just let it go.
just
Okay.
do a point of damage and
This
just
is like
hold
this
hold
Frost
what we
Nova
got.
freeze
If
mate.
we weren't sitting on a giggling inventor already, I would have picked that up one back up.
So you're gonna need stuff like this repeatedly. So now he has a clean board, loot hoarder, voodoo doctor, just some weird stuff. Okay, he's at 9 cards. Another voodoo doctor. It's so strange. Hmm.
Sludge Slurper that we drew.
No, we're gonna wait on that till we can get to, after hero power.
Okay, so you're playing giggling.
I suppose.
Or do you have another idea?
No, the other idea is like life drinker. That just doesn't feel right. Mm.
we could sludge slurper and pick them up.
Yeah, I won 2 lackeys. We're gonna need all that, so we're gonna wait.
Yeah,
Throw
but
a mind control tick. That could be a good one.
we got 2 mind control techs.
Yeah. Or you can just giggling and use one of the guys to trade. You can do that too with the lackey. Mm-mm-mm. Maybe that's the way to go. Trade in the loot hoarder. Get that out of the way. I've never seen this, so I'm struggling to how they win, and because he's drawing to the deck, so it must be that something happens where it's a one-turn kill or some kind of end game or reshuffle. I don't know. Is there a shuffling card in Warlock?
That gives them more cards or something?
Yeah, that puts cards into the deck. So he's gonna
Not that
fatigue.
I, not that I know of. I
He
imagine we'll
played a
find out.
cheaty ankle biter, deals 1 damage, lifesteal. Another curse of weakness, another draw card, another blood twist. So does that doesn't generate cards, right? It
No, just swaps.
just a swap.
So he's trying to go through his
Finding some.
cards. I don't
You
know.
got 4 left in the deck. 9 in the hand. Galvanizer. What does that mean? Is it the Mechatoon? Is there is that in the game? I don't even know.
Yeah, is this
Okay,
gonna be some kind of a mechathon thing?
we have mind control text. We can take one of these, but maybe we start with the hero power sludge slurper before doing that, and we can pick something up.
Ooh,
Probably sludge
Titanic,
slurper.
witchy.
I like picking up the slurper because
Okay.
it gives us more stuff.
Do we mind control tech?
Yeah, let's do that, and that's the turn. Yep. Just trying to manage resources, but if it's Mechathune, there's nothing we can do, right? When it all ends,
Yeah, not
he
that I
just
know of.
he
But
dumps the hand and we
he's gotta play all his cards.
all cost 1 somehow. Curse of
Where does
weakness
he
again.
where does he keep getting the curse of weakness? I
I
mean,
don't
it's an
know.
echo card, but that's just till the end of turn. That's the
Yeah, he's played 2. That's the end of it. There's Doomsayer again. Why does he keep playing it? It doesn't do anything. It's interesting.
I don't know.
Huh. Weaponize and Life Drinker is 12, blah, blah, blah. Not enough. Oh, do you wanna. Well, the Slurper is so big, it would suck to lose him, right?
What's that? No, the oh yeah,
But we would get 2 lackeys.
we have a
Maybe
chance
we
of
get
taking it down because we can do 6 with the
the
wasp.
rush one. All right, well, let's hero power and play the Slurper. See if we get lucky.
I think we just need to try and see if we can. Yes, okay, we get the 2 damage.
But remember, he has
Well, quick,
twisting nether, so it
what,
doesn't matter.
what do we do? It
I
all to
would,
the face? What are we doing?
we're gonna wait to do it to the face, but not now. We just let this go, I suppose.
Okay. Wouldn't have done that, but we'll see what happens.
Heal for 4 there, and then doesn't. There's that taunt, and what else?
Because I think that keeping minions and stuff on the board would have.
He has twisting nether, right? So it doesn't matter what you keep on the board. He'll remove it.
Well, I much rather would have forced him to have to use that. because now he still has it available to him. That's my thinking.
Yeah, I don't know how you
And
win
then we would have
after
had,
that.
but we would have
Like, how,
kept minions on the board. You wouldn't have been able to play all this stuff because the things would have been in the way.
Flame Imp. That's what he got? It's weird. Barista Lynchen. All
Okay,
right.
so
It's looking like a mind control tech to me. First.
display. Okay,
Let's see what we get. 4/6.
yeah, we get his taunt.
Mm, we gotta kill that. I would play the Kobold. Well, hold on. How much mana you have? 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do this. Kobold the Zephyrus. And now play the Barista. Just pick this stuff
Okay.
back. And just leave it at that.
Well, we only
Okay.
get. Okay. Cool.
Okay, he has no card. Let's see if this is where the combo comes in. I want to see it now. I'm just like, Urudon,
He's got a.
Godfrey. Okay, that's the other board player. All right. Plague of Flames. Oh, he doesn't want to have anything on the board. So this must be the end. All right, well, let's do as much as we can to his face, which is 16, and leave it at that. Hero Power, Bobovaki, Weaponized Wasp, and Life Drink. But I think this 4 card combo is what kills us, right? Mm-hmm. I was trying to save all this damage for the face. That was the plan. Down to 10, but I'm assuming this is whatever the combo is. Let's see.
Mm,
If not Twisting Nether or something.
I,
Maybe we could have picked one of these back up. Hmm. I don't know. Arsani Broodmother, Plague of Flames. Wait, what? That's it? He didn't
okay.
do anything. He's got 2
Um.
cards left. Okay, we're gonna. Oh, we
Oh,
win. Just
we just picked. We picked the.
pick one of these up, and yeah,
Picked the.
that's it. What the heck? You're
What?
not gonna get to see it, Dan.
That's.
Whatever this was.
We're
Make
picking
sure
up
the
the
hero
life
power.
drinker, right?
Make sure the hero power first. Yep.
Hero power.
What the heck? After all this, you don't get to see it.
That's
Oh,
fine. I'm not sure what their plan was.
it worked. You didn't believe me, Dan, but
Yeah, well, they obviously didn't have the other
I
cards
don't
you
know
were
how it
thinking
worked.
about, though. I look at it as I can disrupt whatever their plan is.
No, but
That's what I'm gonna do. But
you have to have a way to win, which for me was all this damage to face.
right,
But
right, yeah. Well, maybe that. Yeah, I have no
if you
idea what
spend
this.
time clearing like that, you sink this what was it, like 10 damage into the Doomsayer, and then he plays Godfrey or Twisting Nether or whatever the heck it was, which then
Well,
you didn't do much. Uh, but yeah, I mean it depends. I just wanted to burst,
yeah,
and you see
yeah,
how the Lichen came into play there to get a little bit more damage, and
yeah.
it was from
It all
Sephiroth.
worked out. I don't. I'm not sure
He
what.
played a Flame Imp, right, from Sephiroth? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
And the reason why I wasn't wanting to do damage to face is he had that plot twist and then that card that healed him, and he had those weird heals. So
Mm-hmm.
we didn't do any damage to his face until the very, very end when we knew, okay, there's nothing left. And
Yeah.
it was right. He ran out of stuff. But
Yeah. I get not knowing what it was he was
no idea.
trying to do. Yeah. Anyway, that's just my thinking in moments like that. I just look
Yeah,
to try and disrupt what they're doing, but I understand. But obviously, you made the right call. We won, so
it's hard for me because I'm like, I don't know what this is, but the only way a deck like that, it has some end game
it
condition.
wasn't even completely singleton,
No, it wasn't. It was not singleton at all. It was a
but
two.
it was, I think, mostly. And the way he drew through his deck, because he got use out of Zephyrus, so
Yeah.
that's kind of what's going on. And when I guess the idea is to try and draw through your deck, eventually Zephyrus is going to be useful.
Quest Warlock. Let me take a look and see
I
if I
Yeah,
can
I don't.
figure out Plague of Flames,
It seemed
Thanos,
as
Bluesucker,
quickly as he was able to complete the quest.
Ocean Vendor. Okay, no Grim Rally. Never saw that, right? Okay. Thanos, Cheaty, Ankle Biter. We saw that. Curse of Weak. Yeah, yeah, it is Mechatoon. He's right there. That problem was maybe he couldn't get it to cost one. He never drew it because you would need
How would
that
you?
costs 10, and then
Yeah.
you play the Plague of Flames.
Uh huh.
Destroy all your minions. For each one, destroy a random enemy minion. But that costs
Oh.
10. It must be that he never got it for cheap. I don't know. Interesting.
So the plague of flames, is that what it
Plague of
was?
Flames. Plus one, destroy all your minions, and
Yeah,
for
yeah.
each one, you destroy the enemy minion. So you could do something with that and the Mechathune.
But he played them both.
Yeah, so because I guess what
Unless
I'm
he
saying
had
is
another copy?
the Mechathune probably never came in as a one mana.
How would he get it? Oh, as for zero?
Oh, zero by tapping, yeah.
Oh, he probably drew it before he finished the quest, you
Right,
think?
and then he plot twisted, and it still came back to the hand, and he could never get it to work. This seems super spooky.
That's probably what happened is he couldn't okay.
This is
He
super
was wanting
inconsistent.
he was wanting that's why he plot twist. Okay. All right.
Anyway, that was my interpretation of what was happening, so that's why I played it that way. And hey,
Okay. No,
it
that
worked.
worked. I no. Wow. Okay. That is
It's a lot.
good luck with that. Holy cow. Well, that's a way to do Mechathune. However, if he'd have gotten that to work though, if he'd have had the zero cost Mechathune, I don't know if things would have still went so well for us. But Mechathune has to be the last thing though, right?
Yeah, has to be at the end. Otherwise,
Right? He has to
it,
be have no cards and no hand and so play Mechathune and then the other thing. But he
yeah,
played both the plot twist. How is he gonna do away with Mechathune, I wonder?
I don't know.
Maybe that's what he had the maybe he was still holding the like you said, the cataclysm.
Well, no Cataclysm anymore. It's with Plague of. Was it Plague of Flames? That's
Is
those cards.
cataclysm in that deck?
No,
Oh.
I don't know. The one I saw doesn't have it. Let's just
So
put it
how
that
was
way.
he
It's weird,
I
right?
wonder how he was planning on getting rid of his Mechathune. Huh.
We'll have to maybe try to study that one, or maybe try it to figure out how it ticks, because I couldn't figure it out.
He didn't think he had that deck exactly, right? He had it
It was
mostly.
it was pretty close. Yeah.
So maybe he was holding a cataclysm and knew he couldn't, do the other cards, do the combo like he wanted, and he was just trying to get down to playing Mechathune and then Cataclysm because that's all he could do. I don't know. I'm trying to. I'm
We're
most of
reaching
how.
here
Yeah,
for
yeah.
an answer, but I don't know.
He obviously didn't get to play Mechathune for zero, and that's what he was wanting to do. Because
Whatever.
even then, holding Cataclysm would still get it done in a turn.
Yes.
You-
All right. Well, whatever it was.
or maybe he was wanting to get. I guess if he'd have gotten either one of those for zero, it would have worked, right? Because it's cards. It's every card you draw. It costs zero.
Anything. Yeah. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
So he just needs to
It's.
get one or the other if he's going to cataclysm it. I don't know.
I don't think it has that card. That's the other weird thing.
Well, it
Is
didn't
that
look like he
even?
was playing that exactly. So
It's
if
the one
if
with what is it? Blood, Bloom, and Cataclysm. Is that even in the game? It hasn't changed, right? Let's see.
because he was holding
Um,
those two cards, he could have got if he was holding a cataclysm or one or the other for zero, he could have done that next. But he still had to get rid of all the other cards. So that might have been what it was. He might have gotten this cataclysm or
Yeah, that card's not in the game anymore.
oh,
That's why.
it's not even
It's
available.
wild because it's a
Okay.
kobolds and catacombs. So
Well, what the hell else was he gonna use then?
it was the plague of flames.
Would he use
That's
them both?
I know. So it means he never got Mechathune to be zero. So he was screwed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, that's interesting. Uh,
All right. Well, moving right along. This is going to be a lengthy one, so I hope you all have enjoyed this. We're going to move on into wrapping this one up. Uh, Thanks for hanging out and listening to our shenanigans. If you want to help out, you can go over to patreon.com/hearthcoach and throw us a couple of shekels. That's always useful. If not, completely understand, but you can go on over to iTunes, and I will be reading the reviews from now on. So if you want to leave us a review, that's the next most helpful thing you can do.
mm-hmm. Because
And
it tricks the mystery
yeah,
Apple
algorithm. Yeah,
algorithm for ranking that nobody knows
we just
how it
know that
works.
that seems to be the one of the best things you can do to help out is just the written review seems to make seems to actually influence it. So
Yeah, because there's podcasts that haven't put anything out in years and they're still
yeah.
in the top somehow. Not that I'm salty or anything.
Yeah. Well, you think of people that are even like further back and
Yeah.
whatnot. And they're like, really? We're way back
How?
here, and podcasts that haven't put out for a year or two are still a
They're
little above
still
us. There should be seems like some kind of a mechanism in there for downranking inactive podcasts, but
I agree.
what do I know? So moving right along.
Well, I think the
What?
historical content is fine. Like we would want people to find this.
Nah,
So
it doesn't
whatever
need to be
legacy.
doesn't need to be deleted or like have no access to it, but it seems like it shouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
If you're not actively putting up podcasts, it seems like you should fall out of the top rankings at least. If you're go a year without putting something up, it seems like
Yeah.
it should affect it. But hey, that's just me. I don't want to see him go away. But
Right.
you should at least fall out of the top ranking at least for not
I
posting.
agree. Post the Podcasters Association should get right on that.
Well, you could only hope, but no, they seem to like to nitpick one star reviews and you know dangle that. Well, no, you're not quite a real podcast yet. You're almost a real show. Anyway, that's a whole other story altogether dealing with the Podcasters Association. But
Yeah,
Yeah, I won't bore everybody with all of that stuff. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
those
Only other,
guys just nothing but trouble. Nothing,
yeah, they're
nothing
they're
good.
they're difficult. They're difficult. That's for sure.
We're still recovering from the chip eating incident, which we may never get out from under. I mean, that's a severe, one of the
Yeah,
harshest penalties,
we're
right?
gonna.
That they
Yeah,
that
well,
they have.
when you break one of the top podcasting commandments, they just hold that over your head. Thou shalt not eat chips on the mic. And it's like two or three up there. So
Oh man,
yeah,
never hear the end of that one.
yeah,
Forget it.
yeah. Oh, they even made me type it out 100 times and submit it, and it didn't seem to make much difference. But I don't know. Gonna just have to try and catch a Todd Glass show someplace and be like, buddy, you got a clue? Any hints when we could do to
How do we get out of this?
get back in their good graces? As you are the number one podcast, you must have some idea what we could do. So
He should give you some insight, definitely, as
yes.
to how you
Well, whenever I
achieve
become
that.
rich and famous, next time he plays Atlanta, I'll come up and we'll go to the show and be like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing? Listen, we need some advice here.
We
But you
got
are,
into a little run-in with them,
yeah,
and
you are uniquely qualified to give us some advice on this situation." You're like, "Ooh, really? Well, but someday. That's just another reason to the, throw us a few shekels into the the Patreon account. That could help make something like that happen one day.
yeah,
Uh, but or moving on with the rest of the show wrap up stuff, you can email us at hearthcoachpodcast at gmail.com and share any thoughts and opinions. Uh, and uh, Hearthcoach
yeah. Hardcoach
Hearthcoach dot
podcast,
wow Hearthcoach.net
the
is the
website.
website, and then you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And we don't do a lot of postings, so you don't have to worry about us blowing up your feed. But maybe someday soon. And I just remembered some other business that we probably might want to talk about afterwards. From
Mm-hmm.
a possible live show that we might want to try and do here in the near future. So uh, talk to anyway, getting behind the scenes here and off into the weeds as we try and wrap this up. I think I've hit all the official business. So thank you all and good luck getting to legend.
Good luck, everyone.